the long-awaited day has finally arrived. After serving his mandatory military service with full responsibility, Taehyung, or better known as V of BTS, has returned to civilian life. The departure and return of a BTS member is always in the spotlight, but Taehyung's return carries a special meaning. Not only for ARMY, as BTS fans are called, but also for the South Korean entertainment world, which has felt empty without the presence of one of its biggest stars. Taehyung began his military service with honor, as did other Korean celebrities. However, her influence as one of the global idols made her break up with fans an emotional moment. As an artist known for his unique charm, alluring vocals, and warm personality, Taehyung left a deep impression before leaving for state duty. In a message to fans at the time, he wrote, "I will come back stronger and better. Thanks for waiting." The message was not only a promise, but also a hope that has now come true. As the doors of the military camp opened, Taehyung stepped out with a distinctive warm smile. He looked healthy and vigorous, wearing his military uniform for the last time in public. Fans and media waiting outside greeted him with applause and cheers. Some carried banners bearing welcome messages, while others stood with teary eyes, relieved to see their idols back. "Thank you for waiting," Taehyung said in a brief statement to the media. His voice sounded sincere, and his eyes shone with emotion. He also took the time to greet the fans in attendance, waving his arms and giving a smile that made many people's hearts flutter. The moment was not only a celebration of Taehyung's return, but also a reminder of the deep connection that exists between an artist and his fans. During his enlistment, Taehyung seemed more mature. Many fans noted the changes in his physique. He looks more stocky and charismatic. However, what stole the most attention was his aura that seemed more calm and mature. The draft period is known as a time of introspection for many celebrities, and it seems that Taehyung is no exception. In several previous interviews, he had talked about the importance of having time for self-reflection, and the draft gave him that opportunity. Returning to the entertainment world after enlistment is no easy task, but if there is someone who can do it brilliantly, it is Taehyung. HYB, the agency that houses BTS, has hinted that they have big plans to welcome Taehyung's return. In an official statement, they mentioned that Taehyung is preparing for a new solo project, which promises to show a new side of himself as an artist. Taehyung is excited to get back to work. He has spent a lot of time planning what he wants to achieve after returning. We're sure fans will be very surprised and excited by what's to come, a HYB spokesperson said. The fans, of course, began to speculate about what might have happened. Will Taehyung release a new solo album? Or will he be involved in a long-awaited acting project? One thing is certain, the world is waiting with enthusiasm. Taehyung's return also brings great expectations for BTS as a group. With the time approaching in which all BTS members will complete their military service, many believe that a full reunion of the group will not be long in coming. Taehyung's presence provides new energy, both for other members and for the ARMY around the world. As RM once said, "We are a family. Despite the temporary separation, our hearts are always together." Taehyung himself has shown a desire to return to performing with the other BTS members. In a letter he wrote during his enlistment, he mentioned how much he missed the moments with his friends on stage. Now, with Taehyung's return, that dream is getting closer to reality. There is no denying that one of the main reasons for Taehyung's success is his strong relationship with his fans. ARMY is not just an ordinary fan. They're a global community that has a deep emotional connection with BTS. Taehyung, with his warm personality, always makes sure that fans feel appreciated. During his enlistment, Taehyung regularly sent messages to fans through platforms like Weverse. He shares thoughts, memories, and hopes, all of which help maintain that strong bond. Now, after returning, he promises to connect with his fans more often. In his words, "I want to make you proud. You guys are the reason I'm standing here today." Taehyung is not just an ordinary singer or celebrity. He is a global cultural icon. Over the years, he has inspired millions with his talent, hard work, and authentic personality. Taehyung's return from military service is a moment celebrated not only in South Korea, but all over the world. From Paris to Tokyo, from New York to Jakarta, Taehyung's fans celebrated his return in a variety of ways. Hashtags like hashtag welcome back Taehyung and hashtag V is back soon became a trend on social media, showing how much influence Taehyung had in the digital world. Even celebrities and important figures in various industries welcomed Taehyung's return, underscoring his status as one of the biggest stars of the era. Taehyung's return marks the beginning of a new chapter in his career. With the experience, wisdom, and new energy that he brings, the entertainment world will definitely see amazing things from him. Whether in music, acting, or other projects, Taehyung is ready to win back the hearts of many people for ARMY and the world. This is not just the return of an idol. This is the return of a person who has become an important part of their life. Welcome back, Taehyung. The world has missed you, and we can't wait to see what you do next. The long-awaited day has finally arrived. After serving his mandatory military service with full responsibility, Taehyung, or better known as V of BTS, has returned to civilian life. The departure and return of a BTS member is always in the spotlight, but Taehyung's return carries a special meaning. Not only for ARMY, as BTS fans are called, but also for the South Korean entertainment world, which has felt empty without the presence of one of its biggest stars. Taehyung began his military service with honor, as did other Korean celebrities. However, her influence as one of the global idols made her breakup with fans an emotional moment. As an artist known for his unique charm, alluring vocals, and warm personality, Taehyung left a deep impression before leaving for state duty. In a message to fans at the time, he wrote, "I will come back stronger and better. Thanks for waiting." The message was not only a promise, but also a hope that has now come true. As the doors of the military camp opened, Taehyung stepped out with a distinctive warm smile. He looked healthy and vigorous, wearing his military uniform for the last time in public. Fans and media waiting outside greeted him with applause and cheers. Some carried banners bearing welcome messages, while others stood with teary eyes, relieved to see their idols back. "Thank you for waiting," Taehyung said in a brief statement to the media. His voice sounded sincere, and his eyes shone with emotion. He also took the time to greet the fans in attendance, waving his arms and giving a smile that made many people's hearts flutter. The moment was not only a celebration of Taehyung's return, but also a reminder of the deep connection that exists between an artist and his fans. During his enlistment, Taehyung seemed more mature. Many fans noted the changes in her physique. She looks more stocky and charismatic. However, what stole the most attention was his aura that seemed more calm and mature. The draft period is known as a time of introspection for many celebrities, and it seems that Taehyung is no exception. In several previous interviews, he had talked about the importance of having time for self-reflection, and the draft gave him that opportunity. Returning to the entertainment world after enlistment is no easy task, but if there is someone who can do it brilliantly, it is Taehyung.